Beyond the yachts and mansions, what truly drives the lives of those who've scaled the peaks of the business world? Dive into the unexpected priorities that shape the lives of wealthy business owners. Where growing their business, this is often the top priority for wealthy business owners, as their wealth is often directly tied to the success of their businesses. They may focus on expanding into new markets, developing new products or services, or increasing their customer base. Imagine you have a beautiful garden full of amazing flowers. You love your garden, it makes you happy, and its beauty brings value to your life. So what do you do next? Well, you probably want your garden to grow, right? You might plant new seeds, add a charming pond, or build a trellis for climbing vines. It's the same for wealthy business owners and their companies. Their businesses are like their gardens, and growing them is their top priority because a bigger, more vibrant garden makes everyone happy. When they grow their businesses, it's like adding new blooms and attracting more hummingbirds, loyal customers. They might explore exciting new lands, markets, cultivate special new flowers, products and services, or even build a fancy greenhouse, increase their customer base to nurture their garden even better. Ultimately, it's all about making their business garden even more successful and satisfying, just like you would with your own backyard oasis. So next time you hear about a wealthy business owner focusing on growth, remember, it's not just about money. It's about the joy of seeing their creation flourish, just like any proud gardener tending to their beloved blooms. Number 2, protecting their wealth. Wealthy business owners need to be mindful of protecting their assets from risks such as market downturns, legal challenges, and personal liability. They may invest in a diversified portfolio of assets, set up trusts, and purchase insurance. Imagine you've built a sandcastle masterpiece on the beach. It's epic, with towers, moats, and even a tiny dragon sculpted from seaweed. But you know what? The tide comes in, and whoosh, your masterpiece is gone. That's kind of like what can happen to wealth if it's not protected. Wealthy business owners are like sandcastle builders, but instead of sand, they use things like businesses, investments, and fancy cars. They put a lot of time and effort into building their castles, but they also know that bad things can happen, like a big storm, market downturn, or a grumpy crab, legal challenge that can come along and mess it all up. So, to keep their wealth safe and sound, these business owners are like smart beach builders. They do things like build a sturdy foundation. They invest in different things, not just one pile of sand, diversified portfolio. This way, if one part of their castle gets knocked down, the others are still standing. Dig a moat. They set up legal walls around their wealth, like trusts, which are like fancy moats that make it harder for anyone to take their stuff. Put up a big, strong umbrella. They get insurance, which is like a magical shield that protects them from unexpected storms. By taking these steps, they can relax on their beach chairs, knowing their sandcastle is safe from whatever the tide throws at it. And that's what protecting your wealth is all about: building a strong foundation, setting up defenses, and keeping stress at bay so you can enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Number 3, giving back to their communities. Many wealthy business owners feel a strong sense of responsibility to give back to the communities that have helped them succeed. They may donate to charities, support educational initiatives, or start their own foundations. Imagine you've just climbed a super tall mountain, the kind that makes your lungs wheeze and your legs beg for mercy. But the view from the top? Breathtaking. Now, what if you built a ladder on your way up so others could easily reach that amazing view too? That's kind of what giving back to the community is like for wealthy business owners. They've worked hard, climbed their own mountains in business, and reached a place of success. But they remember the helping hands that pushed them along, the communities that cheered them on. So, they build their own ladders, donations, schools, foundations to help others climb their own mountains and reach their dreams. It's not just about throwing money around, though. It's about saying thanks for the support, giving back to the places that nurtured them, and making sure everyone has a chance to chase their own amazing views. And seeing others reach their potential, that's a reward even money can't buy. Number 5, maintaining their health and well-being. Wealthy business owners know that their health is their most important asset. They may prioritize healthy eating, regular exercise, and getting enough sleep. Imagine you're running a marathon. Winning the race is great, but if you're totally exhausted and injured afterward, it's not much fun, right? Well, being a wealthy business owner is kind of like running a marathon too. They might be at the top of their game, zooming past the competition, but if they neglect their health, they could face a big crash later. That's why smart business owners know their health is like their super-powered fuel. They wouldn't even think about starting the race without a good breakfast, right? So, they prioritize healthy eating, packing their days with fresh fruits, veggies, and maybe even a sneaky slice of cake for a treat because balance is key. Next up, exercise. Just like stretching and warming up before a race, regular workouts keep these busy bees feeling strong and energized. Whether it's a quick yoga session in the morning, a lunchtime jog, or a fun dance class with friends, they know moving their bodies is a must-win strategy. Finally, sleep is like the repair shop for their minds and bodies. Imagine trying to run a marathon on zero sleep. You'd be stumbling around like a zombie. So, they make sure to get enough zizzies, allowing their brains to recharge and their muscles to rebuild. By taking care of their health, wealthy business owners are basically giving themselves the unfair advantage in life's marathon. They're keeping their energy levels high, their minds sharp, and their bodies ready to tackle anything. So, next time you see a successful entrepreneur looking happy and healthy, remember, they're not just lucky, they're smart enough to know that their health is the most valuable asset they own. Number 6. Pursuing their passions. Many wealthy business owners have passions outside of their work. They may make time for hobbies such as travel, art, or music. Imagine you're a super successful chef who runs the hottest restaurant in town. Cooking is your job, but it's also your passion. You love whipping up delicious dishes and seeing people's faces light up when they take a bite. But being a chef takes up a lot of time, right? Well, just like that chef, wealthy business owners often have other things in their lives that spark joy and excitement, things that aren't necessarily about making money. These are their passions, the hobbies and activities that make their hearts sing outside of the office. Maybe it's painting landscapes in the park, strumming a guitar until their fingers fly, or jetting off to explore faraway lands. Think of it like having a delicious main course, their business, on your plate, but knowing that a few yummy side dishes, their passions, can make the whole meal even more satisfying. They take some time for themselves, fuel their creativity, and come back to their work feeling refreshed and inspired. It's all about balance, you see? Just like that, chef wouldn't want to eat cake for every meal, even if it's the best cake ever. Business owners need a little dose of their passions to keep their lives feeling full and flavorful. Number 7. Making a difference in the world. Some wealthy business owners are driven by a desire to make a positive impact on the world. They may focus on solving social or environmental problems through their businesses or philanthropy. Imagine having all the cool gadgets and fancy cars you could ever want, but still feeling like something's missing. That's what happens to some super successful business owners. They've built amazing empires, but they crave something more, something that makes their hearts sing in a different way. That's where making a difference comes in. Think of it like this. Some folks climb mountains because they love the thrill of the challenge. Others climb to plant a flag at the top and say, "Hey world, look what I did." But the coolest climbers? They climb to rescue stranded kittens or bring down lost flags and give them back to their owners. They use their skills to make the world a better place, even if it's just one tiny step at a time. That's kind of what these special business owners do. They've got the business smarts and the resources, but they don't just hoard them like a dragon with its gold. They use them to tackle big problems, like cleaning up dirty oceans or making sure everyone has access to healthy food. They might even build schools in faraway places or invent tools to fight diseases. It's not always easy, of course. Sometimes it's like trying to roll a giant snowball uphill, but these folks are persistent. They know that even the smallest good deed can ripple out and make a big difference in the long run. And that's what makes them truly awesome. They use their power and success to make the world a brighter, kinder place for everyone, not just themselves. Number 8. Leaving a legacy. Many wealthy business owners want to leave a lasting legacy. They may focus on building a successful business that will continue to thrive after they are gone, or they may make significant contributions to their communities or the world. Imagine you're building a sandcastle on the beach. You pour your heart and soul into it, crafting towers that reach the sky and moats that shimmer in the sun. But the tide comes in and poof, gone. No one remembers the amazing sandcastle you made. Leaving a legacy is like building something way cooler than a sandcastle, something that lasts long after you're gone. For many rich business owners, it's not just about making money. They want to build something that impacts the world in a positive way, something people will remember and be thankful for. Think of it like planting a tree. You dig a hole, put in a tiny seed, and watch it sprout. Years later, that tiny seed becomes a towering oak, providing shade, shelter, and beauty for generations to come. That's like building a strong, successful business that will continue to thrive, giving jobs to people and supporting the community. But it's not just about businesses. Some people want to plant different kinds of seeds. Maybe they want to clean up the ocean, build hospitals, or invent amazing things that make life better for everyone. They want to leave the world a little brighter than they found it. So, whether it's building a business empire or planting a forest of good deeds, leaving a legacy is about making a lasting mark on the world. It's about saying, I was here and I made a difference. It's about leaving the beach a little better than you found it, so the next sandcastle builder has something even cooler to build on. Number 9. Finding meaning and purpose in life. Just like everyone else, wealthy business owners also seek meaning and purpose in life. They may explore their spirituality, connect with their communities, or find ways to make a difference in the world. Imagine life as a big, open ocean. Most of us sail around, catching different currents and winds, some leading to fun adventures, others leaving us feeling a bit lost. Just like everyone else, even those with fancy yachts and full treasure chests, wealthy business owners sometimes ask themselves, where am I really heading? What's my compass pointing to? That's where finding meaning and purpose comes in. It's like searching for the North Star in your life, something that gives direction and makes the journey feel worthwhile. For some, it might be diving deep into their spiritual beliefs, like finding peace through meditation or connecting with a higher power. Others might set sail towards helping others, building bridges in their communities or tackling a problem they care about. And some might be drawn to exploring new horizons, maybe through art, music, or simply learning as much as they can about the world. The beauty is, there's no one-size-fits-all map for finding meaning and purpose. It's a personal adventure, unique to each person's values, passions, and experiences. Some might find their North Star early on, while others might spend their whole lives chasing different constellations. The important thing is to keep searching, keep trying new things, and keep your eyes open for those guiding lights. So, if you're feeling a bit lost or unsure of your direction, don't worry, you're not alone. Even those with a lot of things going for them can grapple with these questions. Just remember, finding meaning and purpose is a journey, not a destination. So, set sail, explore the ocean, and see what treasures you discover along the way. Number 10. Achieving balance. Wealthy business owners often struggle to achieve balance between their work and personal lives. They may make a conscious effort to set boundaries and schedule time for themselves and their loved ones. Imagine life as a giant, delicious pizza. We all want a slice of work success, a slice of family time, a slice of hobbies, and maybe even a slice of relaxation, because who doesn't love a good nap? But sometimes, the work slice gets a little too big, and suddenly the whole pizza feels off balance, right? That's what can happen to wealthy business owners. They're like master pizza chefs, juggling all these different ingredients, businesses, families, passions, to make the perfect pie. But sometimes, the work dough gets a little too enthusiastic, and poof, the whole pizza ends up lopsided and burnt. That's where balance comes in. It's like the secret sprinkle of magic dust that helps keep the pizza perfectly round and yummy. It means setting boundaries between work and personal life, like saying no to extra meetings after 5 p.m. to have dinner with loved ones, or scheduling me time for hobbies like painting or playing that awesome video game. It's not always easy, but it's important, because just like a lopsided pizza, a life that's all work and no play can feel pretty bland. So, next time you see a busy business owner, remember, they're probably just trying to sprinkle a little balance on their life pizza, one delicious slice at a time. Number 11. Being grateful for their blessings. Wealthy business owners are often grateful for the opportunities and blessings they have received. They may express their gratitude through their actions, such as giving back to their communities or spending time with their loved ones. Imagine you've just climbed a super tall mountain. You reach the top, sweaty and triumphant, and bam, the most incredible view unfolds before you: sparkling waterfalls, endless valleys, fluffy clouds like cotton candy. That feeling of pure joy and accomplishment, that's gratitude. Number 11. Being grateful for their blessings. Wealthy business owners are often grateful for the opportunities and blessings they have received. They may express their gratitude through their actions, such as giving back to their communities or spending time with their loved ones. Imagine you've just climbed a super tall mountain. You reach the top, sweaty and triumphant, and bam, the most incredible view unfolds before you: sparkling waterfalls, endless valleys, fluffy clouds like cotton candy. That feeling of pure joy and accomplishment, that's gratitude. Number 13. Taking risks. Wealthy business owners often take calculated risks in order to achieve their goals. They may be willing to invest in new ventures or try new things. Imagine you're playing a super fun board game, except some spaces are covered in a fluffy mystery cloud. These clouds represent risks. You don't always know what's underneath, but it could be anything from a giant diamond pile to a sneaky trapdoor. Wealthy business owners are like adventurous players in this game. They understand that just staying on the safe, predictable squares won't lead to the biggest rewards. So, they peek under those fluffy clouds, carefully weigh the risk of landing on a trapdoor against the chance of scoring that diamond pile, and sometimes take a leap of faith and jump. Taking risks in business means trying new things, like launching a brand new product, even if it's never been done before, or opening a shop in a completely different city. It can be scary, like facing the mystery cloud, but it also holds the potential for huge success. If the new product becomes a hit or the new shop thrives, the business owner levels up and gets even closer to winning the game. Of course, just like in the game, not every risk pays off. Sometimes the trapdoor opens and the business owner takes a tumble. But even then, they learn valuable lessons and can adjust their strategy for the next round. Remember, the best players don't just play it safe. They learn from their mistakes and keep making smart, calculated guesses to find the best path to victory. Number 14. Learning and growing. Wealthy business owners are always learning and growing. They may read books, attend conferences, or hire mentors to help them improve their skills and knowledge. Imagine being the top dog in your business, like the coolest captain of a pirate ship sailing a sea of success. Sounds pretty awesome, right? But even the most epic captains know they can't just sit back and admire their treasure map all day. They gotta keep learning new tricks to navigate tricky waters and discover even more hidden riches. That's kind of how it works for wealthy business owners too. Just because they're already successful doesn't mean they stop growing. They're like curious little sponges, always soaking up new knowledge and skills to make their businesses even better. They might dive into books like their treasure chest bursting with wisdom, attend conferences where they can swap ideas with other seafaring entrepreneurs, or even hire wise old mentors who've sailed the seas of business for years and can share their secret maps. Why? Because the world of business is constantly changing, faster than a mermaid singing a sea shanty. So, by staying curious and learning new things, these business owners can keep their ships sailing smoothly, avoid crashing into any business icebergs, and maybe even discover a whole new island of profits. It's all about staying ahead of the game and making sure their businesses are always the most awesome on the high seas. Number 15. Enjoying the journey. Wealthy business owners know that life is a journey to be savored. They may make time for the things that bring them joy, such as spending time with loved ones, traveling, or pursuing their hobbies. Imagine life's like a delicious, winding road trip, not just a race to the finish line. Wealthy business owners, even with all their hustle and drive, know to pull over and savor the good stuff along the way. It's about stopping to smell the roses, or maybe the money they just invested in a fancy rose garden. Taking detours to explore hidden gems and making memories that money can't buy. So, There you have it. A glimpse into the sometimes dazzling, sometimes demanding world of wealthy business owners and their priorities. Remember, these are just guiding lights, not a one-size-fits-all map. What truly matters is finding your own unique blend of ambition, purpose, and joy in the grand adventure of life.